We can all admit that graphics cards have been overpriced the past few years. One could say that they were costing an arm and a leg. I hope none of you actually tried to give your arm or leg for one, but I understand the need. I'm happy to say those prices are not quite so high anymore. My name is Trisha Hirschberger, and in this video, I'm going to explain why graphics cards are easier to find than ever, reveal one of the best tips to score one without paying scalper prices, and explain which deals you should always avoid. Note, if you happen to make a purchase through any of our links, Slickdeals may receive a commission. The manufacturer's suggested retail price, or MSRP, has been MIA the past few years, and all gamers have felt its impact. Let's be real, some of us have even had to change our lifestyles the past few years in order to afford the graphics card of our dreams. Eating ramen every day could be worth it for the right card. However, again, if you were starting to look at your leg as if it was expendable, I question your life choices. All jokes aside, let's get into why graphics cards are easier than ever to buy. First, we will start with two words. Cryptocurrency crashes. All right, I think we all know that crypto mining exists and that miners use GPUs to mine specific cryptocurrencies. However, you may not have known the scale to which it existed. It was reported recently that Ethereum miners purchased $15 billion worth of GPUs over the last year and a half. If this was a pissing contest, the miners won. Well, until now. Ethereum crashed, i.e. the amount of money earned does not equal the daily operating costs of the rig. There's a lot to why this happened, mostly tied to the economy and stock market, but a few key points are rising inflation, stablecoins losing their valuation, and investors losing confidence in the whole crypto shebang. When Ethereum crashed, miners did what everyone expected. They exited, and they then flooded the market with their used graphics cards in order to recoup their losses. If you choose to view eBay, you will see listings from miners, and as expected, they are getting considerably less than what they purchased the graphics cards for. Do not buy these used cards. More on this a little later in our video. But it's not just used graphics cards becoming widely available. Brand new GPUs are easier to get than ever. This is a GeForce RTX 3080. Pete once waited in line 3 hours outside a Micro Center for the chance to buy one of these, and we ordered this from Amazon yesterday. There's a lot more to this story that's making crypto mining less and less desirable a pastime. For one, the cost of power is going up. If we just look at California, its electricity rate hikes are significant enough to kill off the smaller crypto miners and make you consider eating that leftover meatloaf cold. It's really simple. If your mining rig earns less than what it costs to power it, you are in a losing scenario. Another thing that's happening is inflation, which can directly correlate with what is called the misery index. The misery index is defined as the degree of economic distress an individual feels that is active in the economy. When the index is high, it's generally because of bad things happening with the economy at that current time. So if you are a crypto miner, your worldview is stock pricing dropping, power rates spiking, etc. One could argue that you are probably pretty miserable right now, and thus we can quantify this by looking at the misery index. Graphics cards on the used market and new markets that are simply cheaper are expected to continue that downward trend. I think the rest of us can all say, finally. I also mentioned stablecoin. These are cryptocurrencies designed to stay at a certain price point at all times, hence the name stable, as a way of maintaining confidence in the crypto market. In May of 2022, Tether, one of the most prominent stablecoins that is supposed to stay at a $1 price, dipped way below that, signaling a massive sell-off of crypto from spooked investors that as of July 2022 hasn't recovered. Bitcoin, Doge, investors, all I can say is I feel for you. In addition to the woes of the crypto community, as demand for graphics cards skyrocketed, new semiconductor foundries were developed to help ease the chip shortage, and major companies like Nvidia, AMD, and Intel have all declared that they are locked and reloaded to meet demand as we get into late 2022 and early 2023. So now that we know why things are trending down and cheaper cards are now available, let's talk about where to get them. The first thing you should do is go to the Slickdeals website and do a search for graphics cards. You will notice that on the top right, you will see a link and deal alert. Note, you will need to be logged into your account to do so. If a particular card catches your interest, but you're not quite ready to buy, you can do the following. Take the model number of the card and use that for a keyword search. For example, if your current listing is an EVGA GeForce RTX 3080, you would just use RTX 3080 as your keywords. No offense to EVGA, I really do like your cards. Then, following the same process, you would add deal alerts for that specific model. If you are more adventurous, you may be thinking of shopping eBay for used deals. There are plenty of deals that can be had there. Again, miners are selling at a high loss, trying to recoup all of which they put into their mining setups. Please use caution when you choose to use the eBay route. Remember that these are used cards, so it's best to use a trusted seller. That way you ensure that you aren't getting a card that is simply burned out. Mining rigs are a 24/7 commitment, and some choose to value the longevity of the cards while others do not. Since it's tough to tell what condition the used card is actually in until you have it in your rig, I personally would not buy these cards. Too much risk for me. Let's recap. Between the Ethereum crash, inflation, and the cost of services like power, the attractiveness of crypto mining is down for both the operators of the big hives or smaller groups or individuals to participate. This, together with an influx of production, caused a massive flood of graphics cards on the market. Plus, the incentive to buy in bulk and scalp is way down, so you'll see trusted retailers selling at or even under MSRP. Gamers who were essentially second-class citizens to miners now have a chance to purchase the cards that they wanted but were too overinflated to do so. Finally, remember the prices in the examples here are always subject to change. An increase in material costs could see things trending up again. So by the time this video goes live, the graphic card deals could be gone. The good news is that we are currently in a downward trend, so jump on it. If you learned anything from this video, it's that cryptocurrency volatility actually led to graphics cards getting back into the hands of gamers. Boom. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, ding that bell, all that good stuff. Till next time, I'm Trisha Hirschberger, and happy deal hunting.